Hello, mate.
Hey, mate, you alright?
Officer, what are you up to?
What are you up to?
No, no,
don't come so
what
close
I'm
to me.
doing.
What are you doing?
Why are you on private property
What are you
filming?
doing? What are you doing?
Why are you on private property
Because
filming?
I can be calm down, identify yourself properly, officer.
Sorry?
Why have you got a hold of me? Why have you got a hold of me?
I don't know who you are.
Let go of me. You don't need to know who I am.
Filming.
Is that a crime?
You're filming.
Alright guys, things kick off instantly with tension. The officer storms in, questioning the auditor aggressively, grabbing his arm without warning. Now hold on, this isn't just attitude, this is physical contact. Under the law, force must be justified, and right here, there's no clear crime, no arrest, nothing. This looks reckless, impulsive, and completely out of line. The auditor stays sharp, challenging calmly while the officer escalates fast.
A crime.
On private premises.
Is that a crime?
Yeah, you're on private property.
What's the crime?
You're on private property.
What's the crime?
Right.
Let me put that down. Yeah, are you doing something stupid right now?
I'm not doing anything stupid.
What are you doing? You've just grabbed hold of me, officer.
Yeah.
You've already
I don't
crossed
know
the
who
line.
you are. No,
So behave
no, I
yourself.
haven't.
You don't need to know who I am.
Put your camera down.
What crime do you suspect me of committing?
You're on private property.
What crime do you
You're
suspect me of
filming
committing?
on private council property.
I am. What
so I want to
crime?
know why you're doing that.
You don't need to know why.
Well, you're trespassing.
Right, is that a crime?
Yes.
Is it?
Of course it is.
Now listen carefully, this is where it gets interesting. The officer claims trespass is a crime. Wrong. Straight up wrong. Trespass, in most cases, is a civil matter, not criminal. But the officer pushes it like it's law, trying to intimidate and control the situation. The auditor doesn't back down, exposing the confusion. This is a classic move: blur the law, assert authority, and hope the public folds. Not today.
Wrong. Civil trespass, you moron. Civil trespass,
Don't call me a moron.
You're a moron.
Don't call me a moron.
Are you his colleague? Are you a police officer? No.
Can you put your camera down?
Why?
Because I need to speak to you. Why you're on private property
you can speak to me.
filming?
You can speak to me while the camera's on. This one's running as well. Can you identify yourself fully,
PC
officer?
Smith from Metropolitan Police.
Right, number, station. 3 points of identification as per Metropolitan Police policy.
Alright. Now we see accountability being demanded. The auditor asks for proper identification: name, badge number, station. Standard procedure. The officer, clearly annoyed. That sigh says everything. But eventually, he complies. And that moment right there, guys, that's power shifting. When citizens know their rights, the whole dynamic changes. No more blind authority. Now it's law versus ego, and ego is starting to crack.
Warrant number.
Let go of
warrant
me now.
number.
Let go of
warrant
me.
number is 236147.
Right.
I'm attached to Jubilee House in Putney.
Right. What crime do you suspect me of committing? What crime do you suspect me of committing? Can you get in my space?
Why are you on private property filming?
I'm not in private property. It is open to the public. This is where you made a massive mistake, officer.
You're
okay?
security
I am very familiar.
You're filming.
I am filming. I'm doing it very openly because I want to. You've just come out of this building and grabbed a hold of me, officer. You need to be very careful how you move next. I will say whatever I want to you because you have literally just come out of this building and grabbed a hold of me, sir.
Calm yourself down.
No, you calm yourself down. You're the one that's came out and assaulted me. Do you understand? You put your hands on me. That is an assault and battery. Of course you've assaulted me. You've came out of this building and put your hands on me, sir. Right. That is assault and battery. I am going to have you in front of professional standards so fast your head is going to spin. Do you understand that?
All right.
I am well acquainted in what I can do. I don't need to tell you nothing, okay? So I think you need to wind your neck in and get back in your little office, mate, before you mess up even further, because you've already crossed the line, pal.
Right, don't shout at me.
I will say whatever I feel like.
Don't threaten me. Don't tell me what to do.
I didn't threaten you. I told you to go back in your little office and do your job properly and learn the law.
Don't worry about what I'm doing.
Telling me that trespass is a crime, you moron. You don't know what you're talking about.
Stop calling me a moron.
Because you are a moron.
Right.
What is trespass is a crime? I think you need to get on your radio and get some backup, pal, because you don't know what you're talking about. You need to get someone that does know what they're talking about, you fool. Absolute moron. Come on, put your hands on a member of the public. How dare you? Think because you got a little badge, you got some sort of power? No, calm yourself down. You just put your hands on me. You have just come out of this building, put your hands on me, you fool. No one assaulted anyone, no one touched their hands on anyone, but you've just assaulted me. You've messed up to the next degree.
The rear gates.
You're going to get educated today, officer. Big time.
Islington Council offices on Laycock Street.
Yeah, I didn't expect this, did you? Why are you getting close to me? I think you need to back up, mate. You've already crossed your line.
What is your problem?
You've just come out of a building and grabbed hold of me. You grabbed hold of me. You're a police officer. What is an assault? What is an assault? You're a police officer. What is an assault? What is an assault officer? What is a battery officer? You know full well I'm right. You know full well.
Now things explode. The auditor calls it what it is, assault. And he's not wrong. The officer put hands on him without legal grounds. That's serious. You can hear the pressure building as the officer goes quiet when questioned. No answers. No justification. Just silence. And silence in moments like this? That speaks louder than anything. It's the sound of someone realizing they messed up.
Absolute moron. Literally came out of the building, grabbed hold of me, guys.
So would you like to tell me what you're doing here?
I don't need to explain nothing to you. You need to learn your job, pal. Alright? You don't know what you're doing. You're a liability to the public. That's what you are. So wait until your colleagues get here. They're going to educate you, and you're going to do what's called the walk of shame, pal. I guarantee it. I guarantee you that. You've already assaulted me, so I've got you on that. What is an assault? What is an assault? Go on, define an assault since you're a police officer. You just messed up, ladies and gentlemen. He keeps scurrying away, trying to hide. He knows he's messed up.
So what is
I'm not really interested. I'm not really interested in talking to you.
Okay.
All right, you're the wrong type of police officer that we should have in the police force. Okay, you're the sort of person that gets people hurt because you come out and you act on impulse and you don't take stock of a situation. All right, you came out, you grabbed hold of me. You commit. It's on camera. Don't lie. You know, lying is a sackable offence under the Met's disciplinary procedures. You understand that?
All right, guys. Now we're seeing pure frustration from the officer. The auditor stands firm, calling out bad behavior, refusing to be intimidated. He highlights the real danger, officers acting on impulse instead of law. That's how situations spiral. The camera is rolling, evidence is stacking, and the officer's confidence is fading. This isn't just an argument anymore. It's exposure, live and unfiltered.
Don't lie on camera. It's a very foolish thing to do. Alright? Because I will have your job off you. I guarantee you that. Because you're going to realise very, very soon how much you've messed up today. I guarantee you that. You've cost the taxpayers money, and you're going to find yourself in a disciplinary. Sorry, my love.
Yeah, no, he's fine to come in. That's fine.
That's fine, because we've got a call.
No, we just got no, he's fine. Everything's fine.
Fine.
That's fine.
It's fine now. Thank you for coming up. Sorry, excuse me, officers. Just two things. Can I get the CAD number, please?
Yeah, it's 02.
02?
Of today's date.
Of today's date. I've got one question for you specifically.
Can I grab your name quickly?
Sorry, I'm talking to you. That's very rude.
You can talk to me, sir.
No, it's for this constable specifically.
Okay.
So I'll wait till she's finished. Very rude.
You're sending something. Tell me my information. Okay, just done that.
I also want to make a complaint as well
Against? Yeah.
for an assault that took place.
That's fine. Okay.
So my question for you is, do you regularly disobey orders from your commanding officers?
Well, I'm not going to answer that question.
Okay. You see this flag, you know it's banned.
Attended the
Now backup arrives, and the tone shifts. The auditor immediately files a complaint, clear, direct, and backed by footage. This is how you do it. Stay calm, gather evidence, and push it through proper channels. But here's the twist. Another officer appears dismissive, skipping proper identification protocol. Again, professionalism slipping. And once again, the camera catches everything. Nothing hidden, nothing denied.
And now we were gonna...
Oh no, I've got a complaint.
What's your complaint, sir? You can make a complaint on the police.
No, you're here now, so I can make a complaint with you
What's your
guys.
complaint, sir?
I've been assaulted
Okay, when?
about half an hour ago.
Out here?
Yeah.
By who?
I don't know, a man pretending to be a police officer.
Did you get any shoulder numbers?
I got his ID, yeah. But he's in this building, you can go and investigate and go and get him out and,
Yeah.
and speak to him about it. I can give him at a later date. I'll give you an email address.
Details now.
Not at this moment in time, no, I don't need to.
Well, we'll go in there and check some CCTV.
Yeah, I've got camera footage here.
Okay. Do you have an email address I can contact you to get that camera?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah?
I would like that officer to remove the defaced flag though. It is the 80th anniversary of D-Day as well, so I find it even more offensive that she's flaunting that.
What's your email address, sir?
Considering Sir Matt Rowley's banned them throughout the Metropolitan Police Force, I think it's outrageous that officers think they can disobey direct orders from their superiors. So, one second. Sorry, can you remove that please? It's very offensive. Can you ask her to remove that? You're a detective constable.
I'm not
You're ranking here. You're the ranking officer
We're
here.
all the same rank. We're all constables.
Right, okay. Can you not ask her to remove that? 80th anniversary of D-Day, she's wearing a defaced flag that's been banned.
Are you not willing to give any details other than that email?
I don't, not at this moment in time, no. Contact me by email, I'll provide it at a later time.
I'll contact you by email. And how did he assault you?
He came out and he grabbed hold of me. I asked him several times to let go. Eventually let go, then he grabbed hold of me again.
Okay.
And kept hold of me, and I had to ask him to let go again.
Okay. And you have footage you're willing to send, yeah?
I do have footage,
So if I
yeah.
send you a link, that'll be okay?
I'll provide that, yeah.
No worries.
You need to go and ascertain his details and
Yeah, I'm going to go and ask for his
report him.
details.
He's pretending to be a police officer because he could be impersonating a police officer as well. He doesn't know any law or anything, so
What's
who
he got
knows?
back?
Short male, white male, maybe about 5'8", 5'9". He had blue jeans on, pair of trainers. He had, I think it was a sort of tannish, sort of greenish t-shirt on. Short hair.
Your name, how did you identify
He
himself?
showed me a badge. He did tell me his name. I don't recall it. He told me a number. I don't recall that. And he said he was attached to somewhere outside, out Putney Way or something like that.
Okay, we'll try and have a look at some CCTV, okay?
Okay.
Right.
Again, I was stood, just for your reference, I was stood about here. I'd walking down here, he'd come out this door, he was speaking to some people here, and then he came out and grabbed hold of me, which is assault and battery.
Do you have CCTV that you can use? I do, yeah. Do you mind if we just
Where are we at?
So they're going to save their CCTV
Okay.
and send it. Are you willing to give your full details so that we can put a crime report
If you
on?
contact me by email, I'll do that at a later stage. I don't feel comfortable doing it now with all these people around that I don't know.
Do you
So
want to come down to the station and give your details?
no, I don't need to do that. Just do it via email. It's not an issue. I've done it before that way. It's
Okay,
not a
and you
problem.
want to take further action?
Yeah, 100%. The
Yeah?
guys assaulted me. Did you
Okay.
get his details?
Yeah, I've got his details.
Have you? Right, okay. Awesome. Do you guys mind? I just need your guys' IDs if you don't mind.
Yeah. You've got my shoulder number.
Alright, final moments, and this is where it all wraps up. The auditor doubles down, demanding accountability, even calling out policy violations like the banned badge. Bold move. The officers now shift into damage control mode, taking reports, asking questions, trying to contain the situation. But the damage? Already done. This entire encounter exposes a hard truth: authority without knowledge is dangerous. And today, that truth was caught on camera.